Have you ever wondered how a young girl from Oakland, who started her journey on a brightly colored Disney Channel set, transformed into the undisputed reigning queen of Hollywood elegance and a global fashion icon before even hitting her 30s? It is a metamorphosis that seems almost impossible in an industry that often chews up and spits out child stars, yet Zendaya has navigated the treacherous waters of fame with a level of grace, poise, and calculated sophistication that we haven't seen since the golden age of cinema. We are living in an era where celebrity is often defined by noise, controversy, and a desperate bid for attention, but Zendaya has mastered the rare art of silence and intentionality, proving that true elegance isn't just about the clothes you wear, but the way you carry the weight of your own influence. To understand how she became the most elegant star in Hollywood, we have to look far beyond the red carpet and dive deep into the psychology of her brand, her unwavering discipline, and the strategic partnership that changed the face of modern celebrity styling forever. It is a story of patience, of saying no more often than saying yes, and of a profound understanding that longevity in this business is built on a foundation of mystery and impeccable taste rather than overexposure. Elegance is often misunderstood as being merely synonymous with wealth or expensive jewelry, but in Zendaya's case, it is a multifaceted health of the image, a mental clarity that allows her to remain grounded while her career rockets into the stratosphere. She didn't just stumble into this persona. She and her longtime image architect, La Roche, treated her public appearances as a high-stakes chess game where every move was designed to signal maturity, intelligence, and a deep respect for the history of fashion. When we talk about elegance, we are talking about a harmony between the internal self and the external presentation, and Zendaya possesses a rare emotional intelligence that allows her to command a room without ever raising her voice or demanding the spotlight. This journey began with a very specific set of choices during her transition from teen stardom to serious adult acting, where she purposefully avoided the typical, rebellious phase that many of her peers fell into. Instead of trying to shock the world into seeing her as an adult, she invited the world to witness her growth through a series of increasingly sophisticated choices that honored her past while signaling a very bright future. The secret to her success lies in her ability to remain relatable yet aspirational, a balance that is incredibly difficult to strike in the age of social media where everyone is constantly accessible. Zendaya maintains a healthy distance from the digital noise, choosing to use her platforms as a curated gallery of her work and her advocacy rather than a window into her every private thought. This digital discipline is a massive part of her elegance because it creates a sense of prestige around her name. When she does appear, it feels like an event, not just another post in a never-ending feed. This leads us to the physical aspect of her elegance, which is rooted in her incredible posture and her understanding of body language. If you watch her on a red carpet, she isn't just posing for cameras, she is performing a silent narrative, using her height and her frame to showcase the craftsmanship of the garments she wears. This level of physical awareness is something she likely honed during her early days in dance, and it translates into a sense of ease that makes even the most avant-garde couture look as comfortable as a second skin. But physical presence is only half the battle, the other half is the intellectual weight she brings to her roles and her interviews. She speaks with a measured thoughtfulness that suggests a person who reads, who listens, and who genuinely cares about the impact of her words. This intellectual health is a key component of what makes her so captivating to a wide demographic, from Gen Z fans who admire her authenticity to older generations who see in her the echoes of icons like Audrey Hepburn or Grace Kelly. She has managed to bridge the generational gap by embodying timeless values, hard work, humility, and a sharp wit, while remaining firmly rooted in the contemporary cultural conversation. Her role in Euphoria was a massive turning point, not just because it won her Emmy Awards, but because it allowed her to strip away the glamour and show the raw, gritty, and often painful reality of the human condition. By proving she could play a character as broken as Rue, she earned the permission from the public to be as glamorous as she wanted in real life. It established her as a serious artist first and a fashion plate second. This is the cornerstone of her elegance. It is backed by substance. You cannot be truly elegant if there is nothing behind the facade, and Zendaya has spent years building a resume that commands respect. Think about her choices in film, from the high-octane spectacle of Spider-Man to the cerebral science fiction of Dune and the intense psychological drama of Challengers. Each project is a brick in the wall of a legacy that prioritizes quality over quantity, a hallmark of an elegant career trajectory. She doesn't take every role offered, she takes the ones that challenge her and expand our perception of what she can do. This selectivity filters down into her brand partnerships as well. Whether she is representing Valentino, Louis Vuitton, or Bulgari, she isn't just a face for hire. She becomes an ambassador for a lifestyle and a set of values that align with her own. This consistency is what creates a sense of trust with her audience. We know that if Zendaya is involved, it's going to be polished, it's going to be professional, and it's going to be beautiful. Furthermore, we must acknowledge the role of La Roche in this evolution. Their relationship is more than just stylist and client. It is a creative partnership that has redefined how celebrities use clothes to tell stories. They don't just pick pretty dresses, they choose garments that reference archival moments, pay homage to black icons of the past, or lean into the themes of her latest film. This method dressing has become her signature, turning every press tour into a masterclass in thematic storytelling. For example, during the Dune press tours, she leaned into futuristic, sculptural silhouettes that echoed the desert landscapes of the film, and for challengers, she embraced tennis core with a high-fashion twist. This level of detail-oriented thinking is what separates an elegant star from a merely well-dressed one. It shows a level of dedication to the craft of image-making that is both respectful of the industry and incredibly savvy. Beyond the clothes, Zendaya's elegance is found in her advocacy. She uses her voice to speak on issues of diversity, representation, and mental health with a maturity that belies her years. She doesn't perform activism for clout, she integrates it into her work and her public persona in a way that feels organic and necessary. This sense of purpose gives her a glow that no amount of highlighter can replicate. It is the elegance of a woman who knows who she is and what she stands for, and who isn't afraid to set boundaries to protect her peace. In an industry that often demands every piece of a person, Zendaya's ability to keep her private life private, especially her relationship with Tom Holland, is a masterclass in modern boundaries. By keeping the most sacred parts of her life off limits, she maintains her dignity and keeps the focus where it belongs, on her talent and her professional contributions. This boundary setting is perhaps the most elegant thing a person can do in 2026. It signals self-worth and a refusal to be reduced to a tabloid headline. As we look at the broader landscape of Hollywood, it's clear that Zendaya has set a new standard. She has shown that you don't need to be loud to be heard, and you don't need to be provocative to be noticed. You can be a powerhouse while remaining a lady, you can be a mogul while remaining a human. Her elegance is a holistic practice, a combination of physical poise, intellectual depth, professional excellence, and moral integrity. She has curated a life and a career that serve as a blueprint for anyone looking to navigate the world with a little more grace. Whether she is wearing a vintage Bob Mackie gown or a simple pair of jeans, she carries herself with a quiet confidence that says she belongs exactly where she is. This is the result of years of discipline, a strong support system, and a vision for herself that was never limited by the expectations of others. Zendaya has taught us that elegance is a long game. It's about the small choices made day after day, the no's that protect your brand, and the yes that challenge your spirit. It's about honoring your roots while reaching for the stars. As she continues to evolve, she remains a beacon of what is possible when talent is met with taste and when ambition is tempered by grace. She is not just a star, she is a paradigm shift in what it means to be a modern icon. In summary, Zendaya's journey to becoming Hollywood's most elegant star is the result of a deliberate blend of strategic fashion, selective career choices, and a disciplined approach to her private life. She proves that true elegance is a reflection of internal character, professional substance, and the courage to maintain boundaries in a world that demands total access. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next.